There's a strange word in English, to debunk, which means to put the record straight, or to make people understand what is really happening with a concept or an idea. It's essentially to remove the nonsense from something and to tell it as it is, as they say. Now, the origin of this word is really quite strange. It comes from, and we didn't know this, it comes from another American slang word, which is bunk, okay? And bunk essentially means nonsense. So when you remove nonsense from something, you debunk. However, we also looked into the origin of the term bunk, and it was quite interesting because, after all, bunk can mean nonsense, but it also can mean a type of bed. So we thought this was strange, and we looked it up, and we discovered that bunk actually comes from another American term, bunkum. And bunkum, this term was coined in the 19th century when a politician, a man called Felix Walker, who was a member of the US House of Representatives in 1820, he represented a place called Buncombe County in North Carolina, and he spoke in the House of Representatives in Washington, and he gave a particularly boring and pointless speech, which he proudly referred to as a speech for Buncombe. Now, Buncombe was spelt slightly differently. It was Buncombe, but after this dreadful speech for Buncombe, Buncombe became a word for pointless political discourse, and the spelling changed to Buncombe, Bunkum, and that in turn was later shortened to Bunk. And the most famous quote is by Henry Ford, he of Ford Motors fame, who said in 1916 that history is more or less bunk, meaning history is nonsense. So bunk by now was a very famous and well-established word, but in 1923, an American journalist by the name of William Woodward coined the term to debunk, which means to remove the nonsense from something. So that is the origin of bunk, bunkum, and debunk.